Lady Guji, here I am, as promised.
I knew you would keep your promise after all. I'm sure you've barely been able to take your mind off it these past few days. Have you managed to get any sleep at all?
You're quite mistaken. I would never doubt the— So, where is your proof?
Ah, how wonderful. Everyone's keeping their promises today.
Oh, you wouldn't believe what we had to go through to get our hands on this stuff.
Hand them to Sarah. She can examine them for herself.
What is this? I see this document bears the official seal of the head of the Kujo clan, and it doesn't look like a forgery. I don't understand. Not a single word about the resistance, Sangonomiya, or the situation on the front line. What about the soldiers who gave their lives on the front line, or the hardship endured by the people? Do they deserve no mention? Utter disregard for human life. Why would they want to hide it?
For the sake of the Vision Hunt decree, of course. Don't you think the Shogun might reconsider her policy if all of the things you just mentioned appeared in this report?
So, the Tenryou Commission, they are
Yes. Now, who else do you think might be benefiting from the Vision Hunt decree?
This is a letter from the Tenryou Commission to the Fatui. The head of the Kujo clan kept this a secret from the Shogun, too.
Well, the things you wanted to see but also wished not to see are here before you. Surely, you aren't planning to turn a blind eye to them?
So everything I've ever held on to, it's all... How could they? Ugh! This betrayal is unforgivable! Takayuki, you've got some explaining to do!
Kujo-Sara seems pretty angry, huh? Looks like our Tenryou rebellion is successfully underway. Yep, let's...
Hold on, Traveler. There's something else we need to discuss.
Huh?
Last time you entered the plane of Euthymia, it was in front of the statue of the omnipresent god, correct? You must find a way to recreate the circumstances of that day. If you can get the Raiden Shogun to open her heart to you once more before the statue of the omnipresent god, you will have the opportunity you need. Take this with you as a farewell gift.
What is it?
The Omamori from the Grand Narukami Shrine are very potent indeed. I thought I'd put one aside for you. If you find yourself at your wit's end, take it out and see what happens. Maybe your prayers will be answered and all your problems will disappear in the blink of an eye. Or if you ever think about me during your journey, take it out, won't you? Who knows? Maybe I'll just end up appearing right in front of you.
Cut it out, Fox Lady. This isn't...
I'm sorry. Well then, time for you to fix.
You followed me here? You've got guts, I'll give you that. Since you are a witness, I suppose I can shield you from arrest. At least until I have received an explanation from Takayuki. But if it turns out that you have been deceptive in this matter, then not only will you be arrested immediately, but you'll also— Good.
Master's orders.
Apologies, ma'am. Orders from the top. No one is allowed to enter.
Out of my way! I need to speak to him. I won't tell you twice. Strike! Surprise! Over here!
I must withdraw.
Who goes there? Get them!
Flash! Stefana! Strike! Hit! Surprise!
You cannot match my bravery!
Flash!
Get them!
Gaining the upper hand!
Soldiers, quick! Take this! I've lost! Teach me a lesson.
Storm the front!
Clear cut!
Stefana!
Battle formation!
Quiver!
Get them! I strike first!
Didn't quite touch it.
I dare you!
Yeah! Surprise! Yeah! Cue the spotlight!
Soldiers!
Withdraw.
Yeah! Stefana!
Watch your step! I won't forget this!
Strike! Surprise!
Who goes there?
Yeah!
Get them! I strike first! Ah!
Stefana!
Train harder. Stop! Sarah, have you gone insane? How
Master!
Go on, ask him. Don't let him intimidate.
Master Takayuki, I've seen the report to the throne, and the—
So this is how my documents went missing from headquarters?
Should I take your words to mean that these documents were not forgeries? They were really penned by your own hand. Please tell me, Master.
Yes, I have dealings with the Fatui, and yes, the
He just can't.
diplomats from Snezhnaya promised a very generous reward indeed. And all they requested of me in return was to see that the Vision Hunt decree is upheld. For too long, the Kujo clan's position has been coveted by so many. There is no shortage of clans who would tear us down at the first opportunity. So, when the chance arose to gain the backing of another powerful nation and crack down on our enemies at the same time, it appeared to me to be an excellent deal.
But you worship the Shogun. How can you betray her after all this time and act like it's nothing?
Betrayal? How can you call this? The Fatui may think they are using me. But the reverse is true. When the lightning strikes in Inazuma, they shall fall to their knees and tremble! After all, none can contend with the supreme power of the almighty Raiden Shogun and the Muso no Hitotachi!
Yeah, he doesn't worship the Raiden Shogun herself, but her power as a warrior, especially the Muso no Hitotachi.
But Master, ever since I was adopted by the Kujo clan, you taught me the importance of loyalty from servants to their superiors. But it's clear to me now that you wanted my loyalties to stop with the Kujo clan. So you were scared, you hypocrite! Preaching about virtue.
Selfishness? I am but safeguarding the eternity of the Kujo clan. I'm quite sure the...
Hate to say it, but his ego is getting in the way. If he thinks the Kujo clan is a match for the Fatui, Paimon thinks he's in for a nasty surprise.
I've doubted the Vision Hunt decree in the past. I asked myself, is this truly the correct thing to do? But I chose to obey the Shogun. For as long as she leads the way, who among us is qualified to judge between right and... But now I realize that the path of eternity is one without end, while this path, it is long since... So I'm going to tell the Shogun the truth about all this.
Stubborn and futile. Report to the Shogun if you so wish. The Kujo clan's position is now unshaken. The Shogun is at Tenshukaku receiving a Snezhnayan diplomat, a harbinger by the name of Senor.
Senor is the one behind all this? Not her again! Way back in Rito, Lady Hiragi said something about the Kanjo Commissioner meeting with an arrogant-sounding woman. We should have known.
A diplomat from Snezhnaya? Well, if she thinks she's leaving Inazuma in one...
Sara stormed off! Do you think she's gonna go barge into Tenshukaku right now? You can say that! All right then, let...
Master's orders. Master's orders.
The way people charge in here as they please. So uncivilized. If I didn't know this was Tenshukaku, Have you learned your lesson now?
Oh no! What is she?
The right to punish Inazumans for their crimes is mine alone. Not yours, Signora.
Then I apologize, Almighty Shogun. I know, you can't get me out of your mind. But don't go thinking I'm surprised to see you here. I'm well aware that you hate me, with the way you follow me around like a dark shadow. Ah, so you came to expose my crimes in front... I'm just a Snezhnayan diplomat. I'm afraid I have...
She doesn't take us seriously at all!
Stop talking about people and things that They were nobodies to begin with, and their names will be forgotten. But now, at least, they get to be... Is that not the greatest honor they could hope for? In their Almighty Shogun. That's ancient history. You certainly love to hold a grudge. The Tsaritsa's dream is the noblest and purest thing in all the world. These other mundane details you insist on mentioning, they're just you. For what it's worth, I've grown tired of seeing you around as well. But I didn't have you down as someone quite so... Before you go saying something you can't take back, remember that you're charging into Tenshukaku uninvited and lecturing me in front of the Shogun wasn't the brightest move. I'm not sure you realize quite how much distance there is between us, both in status...
I challenge you to a duel before the throne!
Proceed.
My, you're full of surprises today. So you've learned to make the law of the land work for you too, I'll admit that I never expected to be in a situation where the two of us were on equal footing. You are aware that the loser must die.
Travel...
Then I will deign to share this last dance with... A lesson on Harbinger power and elegance? As you wish.
Over here! Yeah! Yeah!
Detestable! Into the frozen void!
Race you!
Entering combat mode. Over here.
Yeah!
Into the frozen void!